Welcome back to Auto Vista. Today, we're diving into something that blends the charm of British motoring heritage with the practical edge of modern-day utility, the 2025 Morris Minor pickup. This isn't just a rehash of a classic. It's a bold reinterpretation that speaks to those who love a retro aesthetic, but need it wrapped in the practicality and performance of today's pickups. And trust us, this little beast packs way more than just a nostalgic punch. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's take a second to appreciate what Morris has done here. For anyone who knows the original Morris Minor pickup, you'll remember its compact body, its almost cartoonish personality, and its cult status among classic car lovers. It was never about power or performance. It was about style, accessibility, and simplicity. Fast forward to 2025, and Morris has managed to retain that same spirit, but completely re-engineered for a modern world. Let's start with the exterior. At first glance, the 2025 Morris Minor pickup is immediately recognizable. It still carries that familiar rounded bonnet, the wide-eyed circular headlights, and that unmistakable grille. But everything else, and we mean everything, has been modernized. The body is now composed of a lightweight aluminum alloy structure with reinforced composite panels, making it surprisingly rugged while keeping the curb weight impressively low. It rides higher off the ground than the original ever did, giving it the stance of a true small utility vehicle, but still manages to look playful rather than aggressive. You'll notice the wheel arches are flared subtly to accommodate the new 18-inch alloy wheels, a nod to current-day off-roaders, and the short overhangs mean it can still maneuver through tight city streets just as easily as it did back in the 60s. The LED lighting all around blends seamlessly into the retro design, with daytime running lights forming a halo around those signature round lamps. Around back, the bed is actually usable now, no longer just a novelty. It's lined with weatherproof materials, has a modular tie-down system, and even offers an optional sliding tonneau cover. Under the hood, or rather, under the faux bonnet, because here's the twist, this pickup is all electric. That's right, the 2025 Morris Minor pickup comes with a 65 kWh lithium iron phosphate battery powering a single rear-mounted electric motor. It puts out about 210 horsepower and 310 Nm of torque. Not groundbreaking, but perfectly balanced for urban driving, countryside hauling, and weekend getaways. And it gets better, Morris claims a range of up to 270 miles on a single charge under the WLTP cycle. Not bad at all for a vehicle in this class. Acceleration is surprisingly snappy. 0 to 60 in just under 7 seconds, which is faster than you'd expect from something that looks like it came out of a 1950s comic book. But it's the way it drives that really impresses. The steering is tight and responsive, the suspension is tuned for comfort but doesn't roll in the corners, and thanks to that low center of gravity from the underfloor battery pack, it feels planted in ways the original never could. Inside, it's a complete transformation. Open the doors and you're greeted with a cabin that beautifully marries old and new. The dashboard is a blend of polished wood veneer and soft-touch eco-leather, punctuated by a central 10.2-inch infotainment screen with full wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The classic twin-dial instrument cluster has been digitized, but in a way that keeps the analog aesthetic. Toggle switches on the center stack control climate functions, paying homage to the original's tactile layout. Seating is more generous than the old days, with contoured, heated seats that offer proper bolstering and support. Storage is smart, with under-seat compartments, a decent glove box, and a multifunction armrest console. There's even a rear parcel shelf in the cab for extra gear, with integrated USB-C ports and a 120-volt outlet for charging tools or devices on the go. But what makes the 2025 Morris Minor pickup special isn't just the blend of features, it's how it makes you feel. This isn't a truck that's trying to compete with the big players in terms of towing capacity or payload. It's not here to replace your workhorse Ford Ranger or Helix. It's here to offer something unique, an emotional, stylish, and practical ride that turns heads and makes people smile. And let's be honest, how many pickups can you say that about? Driving this thing around town is a magnet for attention. People wave, they point, they ask questions. It sparks conversations. It makes you feel like part of something rare and charming. It's not just transportation, it's a personality statement. And yet, when it comes time to get stuff done, whether it's picking up some supplies from the hardware store, Moving gear for a weekend hike, or running deliveries for your small business, the Morris Minor pickup shows it's not just a pretty face. Charging is another strong point. With its 800-volt architecture, it supports rapid charging up to 150 kilowatts. That means 10 to 80% in about 25 minutes under ideal conditions. Home charging via a level 2 charger will take around 7 to 8 hours, which is perfect for overnight replenishing. Morris has also partnered with several public charging networks to offer discounts to early adopters, which is a nice touch for those looking to cut long-term costs. Safety hasn't been overlooked either. While the original Morris Minor had almost no safety features, this new one comes with a full suite of modern driver assistance tech: adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, auto emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and a full 360-degree camera system. There's even a parking assist mode, making it easy to slip this compact truck into tight city spaces. Now, let's talk price. The base model starts around £29,995 in the UK, or roughly $37,000 USD, with fully loaded versions topping out closer to $44,000. Not cheap, but when you factor in the design, the EV tech, and the uniqueness of the vehicle, it begins to make sense, especially for city dwellers, small business owners, and anyone looking to drive something truly distinctive. So, what's the verdict? The 2025 Morris Minor pickup is not for everyone, and that's exactly the point. It's a boutique EV with classic roots, built for a niche market that values style, nostalgia, and charm just as much as they value utility and eco-conscious engineering. If you're looking for brute strength and towing capacity, this isn't your truck. But if you want something that stands out, offers legitimate practicality, and makes every drive a little more joyful, then this may be one of the most refreshing vehicles of the year. That's all from us here at Auto Vista. If you enjoyed this look at the 2025 Morris Minor pickup, give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you never miss our deep dives into the world's most interesting rides. We've got more EVs, retro revivals, and cutting-edge concepts coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.